Good afternoon, everybody. I have a tattoo in my arm which reads, Die with memories, not dreams. Let's take a moment to reflect on what it actually means. It's a very perspective statement. It can mean several things to several people. What it means to me is when I reflect back on life after a few days or a year ago or from my childhood, what do I see? Am I seeing dreams of things that I could have done in life or memories of things that I have done? When I think of incidents in my life, am I saying, oh, I should have taken that opportunity and done that at that time? Or do I see, wow, I did it? I'm so glad I did it. So below that tattoo, I have the picture of the world map. The world is large, it's full of opportunities. I want to explore the world. I want to make memories with the world, with the people in the world, experiencing it together. And hence, I have a picture of the world map over there. When I was working in Ford Motor Company, that's where I started my career in human resources. I got an opportunity to interact with people from various nations. Coming born and raised from a place called Chennai in India, my knowledge of the world was very limited. When I worked in Ford Motor Company, that was my first opportunity to interact with people from varied parts of the world. And being in human resources, empathy and understanding were very important characteristics. So, to be able to understand somebody's culture or what they are talking about, having some knowledge of the place and the people, their culture was very important. And when I started interacting people from different nations, I was intrigued. I wanted to travel, see the world, experience life in different parts of the world on my own. And that is how the journey of my travel began. Yes, travel is all nice to hear, but not everybody prioritizes travel. It's not in the top 10 things to do for a lot of people. I understand that. But I would try to encourage people to take every opportunity you have to see a new thing, to experience a new thing, because that is going to help you grow as a better human being. It has helped me grow as a better human being. I've faced a lot of hurdles when I wanted to travel. There's one incident back in 2016 where I wanted to go to Switzerland because one of the travel agents had an amazing offer where you can travel and explore Switzerland in 9 days through trains. My husband was in a traveling job and he could not submit the passport for Schengen visa. I was so upset. I was questioning myself. Have I made the right decision by getting into something called marriage? Should I be putting myself through all this in life? What have I done to myself? The next few days, the temperature in our home was very cold. There was war of words and nobody was talking to each other. But then I rose above that. I thought, I'm going to spend so much time mulling over it and eventually waste the whole summer vacation. So, what do I do? Now, visa is a problem. So, let me find a place where Indians can go on an online visa. That is how I explored this magical place called Kenya. The picture that you see is a perfect moment where I experienced the Great Migration. If you have time, I would encourage you to go and read about this Great Migration. It teaches you about life, that life is a battlefield and it's about survival of the fittest. There are so many lessons that one can learn from this particular moment. I was one of the lucky few who was able to experience this moment, but I would not have done it if I wasn't there. At this moment, I would like to share a few more experiences that I had in my travel. Of course, it's very difficult to bring it all together in 8 minutes, but I will try. What you see here is my experience with the Maasai tribes. The Maasai tribes are one of the very few tribes in the world who are still practicing and using their local culture and practicing their culture. What you see here is a premarital uh, tradition that's going on. So when men are ready to get married, they get together and they jump. The one who jumps the highest gets to be married. He's the first in line. Isn't that interesting? If life was so easy, you just jump high and then you get married. And what you see here is a picture from Zanzibar. So, this is where I learned that horses love water. They love to trot and go in neck deep water. This is one of my special moments where I was in Belfast and I could see the list of people who were saved and lost lives in Titanic. Belfast is a place where the idea of Titanic originated and it was constructed and launched. So the people of Belfast are very emotional about Titanic. They have created a museum called the Titanic Museum, which has artifacts of the original Titanic. And the slideshow that they show of the names of people is very emotional. If you get an opportunity, I would really encourage you to go and experience it yourself. Underground golfing. Wales is a place where the weather is very unpredictable. You think it's sunny, you go take a shower, come back, and it's rainy and stormy. So, those people in Wales, to invite travelers like us, they've made underground golf. So, this golf that we are playing as a family is several feet below the ground. Isn't that amazing? It was a spine chilling experience even to be there. I want to talk a little bit about Azerbaijan. F1 is getting very popular in Azerbaijan. So, being in Dubai for the past 17 years, when I visited Azerbaijan, I was expecting a racetrack very similar to Yas Island or the Marina circuit we have here. So, when I was asking, let me take me to the racing track, let me experience the race, they took me to a road where there are shops everywhere and people walking around, restaurants. I said, but where is the track? Azerbaijan doesn't have a set track. The normal roads on a race day become the track. Even Monaco, for that matter, does not have a dedicated racetrack. That's one of the very eye opening experiences. How many of us receive a call from a childhood friend or a relative and say, come, let's meet up for a cup of coffee? How many of us actually make the effort to take time off and go do it? Maybe some will do, but most of us won't. Because when we get drawn into our daily lives, doing the things that we do, getting drawn into mundane things like work and kids and things like that, we always find excuses not to do certain things, or we don't take the effort to go beyond and step out of the house and meet somebody who will probably give you a lasting memory. When I was invited to my friend who I studied with in school, her daughter was getting married, and when I was invited to the wedding, it was a very difficult time for me because the school session was just started and there's so much hiring happening. And I just told myself, it's impossible. Come on, you've kept the wedding in September. There's no way I can come. But closer to the date, I thought, should I not, should I not? I made the bold decision of booking the tickets and landing there. That's one of the best decisions I made. I met some of my friends in this picture after 30 years. And what they remember about me is something that I had forgotten about myself. Because they remember me as a teenager who was adventurous, who was naughty, who was a lot of things that I'm not today. So when you have an opportunity to connect back, when you graduate, go into the world, start working, and get busy with life, take every opportunity to reconnect with your past. It will be worth it. And that's Duke. He plays a very important role in my life. He's my pet. And he's there for two reasons. One, you don't have to take a flight, go somewhere, spend a lot of money to get an experience. Just drive half an hour to 45 minutes away from here. You can still make a very memorable day. Include all the people in your family, include your friends. Don't see anything as a constraint. If you have a pet, take the pet for a walk. Make a program that will include the pet. Make a program that will include your children or younger siblings. Don't see them as a constraint in your life. Get out of that thought and include them in all your plans. Everyone is going to be happy. So I am here today not to encourage you to have a tattoo, but to let you know how travel has helped me grow as a person, helped me see the wider world, get a perspective of what world is from different people's shoes. That helped me grow my inner being to be more empathetic towards the world. And that gives us an opportunity to also give back to the world. I've been to Africa 3 times, and I kind of understand the culture there, the people there, the economy. So, in my past 2 trips, I have been carrying a lot of books and clothes and essentials to probably form a small library in a school in a remote place. The happiness that you see in those children when they see those colorful books or stationery or some clothes that you've taken from here, which probably doesn't mean a lot to many of us, but when it brings a smile on those children, your life makes meaning. So use your travel as an opportunity to give back to the world. Today, I'm here to talk about the memories I've made over the years. And if at least a couple of you from this audience is able to understand what I'm talking about, and if you start dreaming today, and if you convert your dreams to memories, I consider myself a huge success. Thank you.